Hello and welcome to English for Everyone, where we practice real-life American English. Today we're going to look at some confusing prepositions, so let's get started. When the kids finish their school day, we do not say finish. I cannot say she finished school. She finished her school. We don't say this. We say in school and out of school. They're opposites. If I talk about location, where is your daughter? She's in school right now. And the next question, when does she finish? We don't say that. We say, when does she get out of school? And the answer, she gets out of school at 3 p.m. Another example, where are the kids right now? The answer, they're in school. And the next question, what time do they get out of school? Get out of school. Pronunciation, get out of, get out of. What time do they get out of school? And the answer, they get out of school at 3 p.m. Pronunciation, they get outta, or get out of. You can pronounce the v in of, or you don't have to. You can say get outta or get out of. They get out of school at 3 p.m. That's when they're finished. That's when they leave the school. We say get out of school. Let's practice. Where are the kids right now? That's right, they're in school right now. And what time do they get out of school? That's right, they get out of school at 3 p.m. We also use in and out of school when you talk about someone that is in school, meaning they are a student. They're enrolled. They're registered as a student. They are in school. It's not their physical location. It just means they are a student. Example, I can ask, is your daughter still in school? And you can answer, no, she graduated last year. That means she's not a student anymore. She's not registered in school. She's not currently attending school. She finished. She's out of school because she graduated last year. She's not in school anymore. Let's practice. Is she still in school? That's right. She's not in school anymore. She graduated last year. So we see in and out of are opposites. You're in school and then you get out of school. It's like when you get in the car and then you get out of the car. Other opposites, you get on the bus and you get off the bus. Keep watching until the end of this video to practice with these confusing prepositions. Let's practice with one person, she. She's in school right now. And she doesn't get out of school until 3 p.m. So I can say she gets out of school at 3 p.m. Let's practice. Is she still in school right now? That's right, she's still in school right now. And what time does she get out of school? That's right, she gets out of school at 3 p.m. She finishes school at 3 p.m., but we don't say that. We say she gets out of school at 3 p.m. Thank you for watching and keep watching for more.
Hello, my name's Lisa. Welcome to English for Everyone. Today we're going to talk about prepositions. Prepositions that are used with transportation. Let's take a closer look. Wait. Wait for. Use preposition for. Wait for. Wait for the train. Wait for the bus. Wait for someone. They are at the bus stop. They are waiting for the bus. Right now, they are waiting. Waiting. The letter T is between two vowels. We pronounce it as the. Waiting. Waiting. For is not stressed. We pronounce it as for. Waiting for. Waiting for the bus. They are waiting for the bus. They are waiting for the bus. Are they waiting for the bus? Great job. He is waiting for the train. He is waiting for the train. Waiting for. Waiting for the train. The letter T is before the letter R. So we pronounce it as ch. Train. Train. He is waiting for the train. He is at the train station. He is waiting for the train. Is he waiting for the train? Great job. She is at the bus stop. Is she waiting for the bus or is she waiting for her friend? Great job. So remember, use for with wait. Wait for. wait for the bus, wait for the train, wait for someone. When you talk about transportation, use verb take. Take the train, take the bus, take the subway. And use preposition to. Let's look at some examples. He is taking the bus to work. He is taking the bus to work. To work. To is not stressed. We pronounce it as to. To work. To work. Is he taking the bus to work? Great job. Is he taking the bus to school? Great job. He is at the train station. He is taking the train to work. To work. Here the letter T is after n. It's a voiced consonant, and it's before a vowel, so we pronounce it as the work. The work. He is taking the train to work. Is he taking the train to work? Great job. When you talk about buses, trains, and planes, use preposition on. On the bus, on the train, on the plane. Let's look at some examples. The bus is crowded. There are a lot of people on the bus. Are there a lot of people on the bus? Great job. Is there an old lady on the bus? Is there a teenager on the bus? Great job. Are there a lot of people on the train? Good job. Are there a lot of people on the plane? Good job. Remember, when you talk about cars, helicopters, and campers, use preposition in. In the car, in the helicopter, in the camper. Let's look at some examples. She's in the car. Where is she? Great job. Are there people in the helicopter? Great job. I don't see anyone in the camper. Is there anyone in the camper? Great job. So remember, when you talk about buses, trains, and planes, use preposition on. On the bus, on the train, on the plane. That's why we say get on the bus, get on the plane, get on the train. Let's look at some examples. He is at the bus stop. He is taking the bus to school. He is getting on the bus. Getting on the bus. Right now in the moment, he is getting on the bus. The letter T is between two vowels. We pronounce it as D. Getting. Getting. Getting on the bus. Is he getting on the bus? Great job. They're at the train station. They're taking the train. They're getting on the train. Getting on the train. Are they getting on the train? Great job. Getting on the plane. Are they getting on the plane? Great job. And we say get off the bus, get off the train, get off the plane. Let's look at some examples. They're getting off the bus. Getting off. The letter T is between two vowels. We pronounce it as the. Getting off. Off. They are getting off the bus. Are they getting off the bus? Great job. Is he getting off the train? Great job. Are they getting off the plane? Great job. And remember, when you talk about cars, helicopters, and campers, you use preposition in. In the car, in the helicopter, in the camper. And that's why we say get in the car. Get in the car. Get out of the car. Let's look at some examples. He is getting in the car. Getting in. He is getting in the car. Is he getting in the car? Great job. He's getting out of the car. Getting out of the car. Getting out of. So the letter T is between two vowels. We pronounce it as the out of. But you don't have to pronounce V because it's before a consonant. V is a consonant. So you can say out of the car. He is getting out of the car. Is he getting out of the car? Great job. Let's review. Wait. Wait for. Wait for the train. Wait for the bus. Wait for someone. She is waiting for the bus. When you talk about transportation, use verb take. Take the bus to work. Take the train to work. He's taking the bus to work. On. When you talk about buses, trains, and planes, use preposition on. And that's why we say get on the bus, get off the bus. Get on the train, get off the train. Get on the plane, get off the plane. But when you talk about cars, helicopters, and campers, use preposition in. You get in the car, you get out of the car. Thank you for watching, and if you want to learn English and improve your pronunciation, subscribe to our channel. Bye!